Today we're going to cover the removal and replacement of a fuel pump on a C4 Corvette. While we're at it, we're probably going to replace the sending unit also. This car is relatively low mileage, but still it's 26 years old. And it said I had enough fuel, but I started to run out of fuel in this car. So I think the sending unit's not quite where it needs to be. And with that result, it pretty much fried the fuel pump that's mounted inside of the fuel tank. So we're going to go through the process steps to address this and take care of it. Okay, the first thing I'd like to do is disconnect the battery. So what we'll do is we'll open the hood and then just disconnect the negative onto the battery. This way, you know, there's no electricity flowing in the car. You know, if you had a ground issue or a live wire that you didn't know about, you know, it could kind of, you know, cause an explosion. You know, we're dealing with fuel, and you know, better safe than sorry. It takes 2 seconds. You know, you disconnect the negative, the power's off, so you're actually getting rid of that potential energy source. Close the hood up, and then go on to the removal of the actual pump and regulator. Okay, the first thing we're going to need to do is remove the fuel door. Once you get rid of this, you should be able to get in via the top to pull out the sending unit and the fuel pump assembly. So we'll open up our door. The first thing I like to do is just use an air gun and blow out any dirt that you have, just so it, as you open it up, you just less stuff to get caught into the tank. And that's that. Then there's a couple of T10 screws that you need to pull out. There's 2 more on the back here. Now, there's many things on the C4 Corvette where the accessibility is pretty nice. They did a really good job. So we'll get these out of the way. And this whole thing should pull up now. And that's that. Now you'll see that here's the tank, and so we'll get this insert out. And we'll clean this up again. We'll blow all of this stuff out, and we should be able to get down into what we're looking for. Yeah, I like to use baby wipes. They're the unscented ones. They're kind of soft and they're wet, and it's really good for getting dirt out. And then you can just kind of dispose of them. You know, you do whatever you can to kind of clean things while it's exposed, and it just helps less stuff going into the fuel tank. So that looks pretty good. Now I'm just going to remove the fuel cap, and then inside of it, this rubber boot, we'll just work it off and pull that off, and then see what we've got inside of there. Okay, we've worked the rubber boot out, and now all we really need to do is we'll remove this vent hose and get this out of the way. And if you look inside of there, you'll see that this whole top assembly just unbolts out. So we'll unclamp the 2 rubber hoses, disconnect these wires, and that whole assembly should pull right out. It's actually a pretty nice design, so we'll take that off and then we'll go from there. While I was taking this apart, I observed something, and I'll let you in on a little secret. What I did is I removed the license plate and the right rear light, and if you look inside of here, look at, what do you see? A tank sticker right there underneath the right strap of the fuel tank. I'm going to take that out now and preserve it. So just like starting in '67 with C2s and C3 Corvettes, there's actually tank stickers on C4 Corvettes also. Yeah, looking through the tail light, you can definitely see the tank sticker there. So we're going to remove the strap, or loosen the strap up and get that out of there. That's pretty cool. Okay, so you get all the rubber hoses disconnected and the harness. What there is on this harness, there's a little lock. So when the connectors are together, this kind of goes in there and holds it together. So you got to remove this to get the harness piece out. And then there's just 3 return tubes. We're going to just go around the periphery and get the bolts out of there, and we'll lift the whole thing out. I put the cat back on too once you get the boot off, then that way that seals it up as much as you can. I've air blown again inside of there to get all of the dirt out before we actually pull this out. One thing to be aware of when removing the bolts out of that hold the assembly into the fuel tank is these bolts have a little teeny O-ring on them, and sometimes when you pull the bolt out, the O-rings have the tendency to be left behind. So make sure you use a pick and pick those out of the holes before you remove the entire assembly. A, you're going to want to use those again, and B, you do not want those going into your fuel tank. Okay, the bolts are all out. All of the little O-rings are accounted for, and we'll just pull this out of the hole. Fuel strainer just kind of hangs up, and we'll pull that up and out. Okay, here's the old unit, and here's the float. So this is actually the fuel sending unit. And here is the screen, and this is actually the fuel pump here. So you'll see it's all one contained unit. Now if you wanted to just replace the fuel pump, you could do that and just replace this. But there's a complete assembly here made by Delphi, which used to be a GM company. It's a complete integrated unit. So this is the route that I'm going to take, and that way I know that everything that goes into the tank is going to be brand new. And it even comes with a gasket here, so it's a nice piece of equipment. It's a nice piece of it's a nice part. So this is what we're actually going to install. Yeah, even when you buy supposedly good quality parts, this tube is different. If you notice, the other one falls short on the original one. I actually can't get to that bolt straight through, so I'm going to have to use a open-end wrench and sneak around to actually install this. Yeah, I don't know what else to do right now, so that's what we're going to do. You know, I could bring it back, but chances are other things could be the same way. So we're going to need to get creative on tightening that bolt. So there you have it. It's a pretty straightforward, you know, project. Just take your time and just make sure that you don't scratch the paint and things like that, and it goes pretty quick. And I also have my my build sheet as my tank sticker as an additional bonus while I was in there. Thanks for watching.